Hello, today we are going to talk about the useful tools and apps to use in the classroom. They are important to use in the classroom because they make learning easier for the students, but also for the teacher. Teachers are able to know and to step up when a student does not understand better, and also he can provide any clarification that the student may need. Uh, there are also statistics over here on the left that shows that students on the smartphone in the classroom, 77% bring their smartphone to class. 23% find smartphone distracting from learning. Over here, instructors, 42% have tried using smartphones as a learning tool in class. So the the percentage is really high, and we can see here that the subject use of iPads reported by students in class, you can see English, math and science that are really high, and the art too, and music and drama as well. Really, some content areas that you would not think that need tools, but they are obviously needed. And we can see here that the main uses for iPads by student, um, researching online, so students do much more research. Also, both creating presentations and mind mapping, also group projects, group work. iPads are really important. Tools are really important in the classroom, and today with the technology, I think it's really good to put them to good use for the student. So we are going to go ahead and start talking about our tools. We have about 10 tools to talk about. And the first one is called Storybird. I like this tool called Storybird because it's storytelling. It's not just for little kids. It's also, I would say, it's also for kids for the middle grade and even high school. And it can be used, for example, as a science assignment, like we are going to see here. For example, a student can create his own story for fun, just like I did here. I have my cover, I have my name, um, and so you go over there, you put your images in a forest far, far away. There was a pig that was looking for his family, and you add and you continue, and it's just fun, and it's creative, and you can share with other students and with the classmates, and the teachers can look that up, and we realize that the trees look the same as well. So you can see that it has some auto correct as well, correction as well. And then when you're done, you can save and exit, just like with a lot of the apps. Will need to create you will need to create your profile, but this little bird with the crown here is the one that will let you know about the story. But and it can be an app too. So back to the PowerPoint, the next tool that we are going to talk about is VoiceThread. I like it too because it's kind of an application that elaborate like a discussion around a main theme. Like a teacher can make a video, and student can post about it live or comment about it. So it's called VoiceThread, and this is it. So I kind of created something here. um so you have to allow for the Adobe to work, and this is the VoiceThread. Then you can press play. Another thing, there's this little icon here that you can use to, let's say, to record an audio comment. So you allow your audio, and over here It's probably not working now because I am also using it for this one, but basically that's what it is. So you can comment and draw, use a pen and draw where are you from. I live in Antarctica, and see, basically that's about what it is. It's very fun to use, and it's not allowing me to do that because I'm also using the microphone for this presentation right now. But that's what it is. You can comment, voice comment, and you can allow students to do it online as well, or do it live while you are presenting, or after you present the lesson. So that's another tool that I found really interesting, especially for days that if you have like a snowstorm, or if you have a regular storm, or school are closed, you want to be able to keep up with the curriculum. Another tool that I like is called FunBrain. It's basically an interactive site that uses games to help students, with their math language um, issues, and teachers can use it to make sure that students continue to practice at home, or they can read specific book and come in class ready to discuss about it. So that's also another one that I like. And you have, for example, here this one you don't necessarily have to create a profile, but it would be good, to save for like your classroom and thing. So you will see here FunBrain is very fun. It's very funny. They have so many. Like for this one, you need to collect 10 pieces of fruits. So we have this monkey, and you can grab it and put it in the basket, and it will count for you. And you just keep on going. And you grab that, and it cancel you. So it's really fun, and at the same time, the student is learning too. The next tool is called Remind. Remind is a communication tool that allows the teachers to send message for free, and this is a very great tool because not only the teacher can send message to students, they can create like an assignment, ask question, and the student will have to text back and maybe have like a bonus point, something like that. And the parents also allow the parents to keep up. So but the most important thing about it is that when the teacher send a message, it doesn't goes with the teacher's phone number, so it's anonymous basically. Okay, so basically that's what it is. Here you can see here I created something, a class, and I can type a message here, and let's say welcome to the first day of class. You send the message, and everybody that is in the classroom will receive that message, but it won't be coming from your cell phone. It will be coming from an unknown email, unknown number. And over here you can add the numbers, you can add people. So that's a very, very great tool that I really enjoy discovering. The next one is Dropbox setup. So many times we hear students complaining about forgetting their laptops, forgetting their papers and things like that. With Dropbox, they will never have that problem again. It's a personal storage that works on cloud, which means that as long as you have an account, you can open Dropbox anywhere, pull out your paper, sign in, pull out your paper, print it anywhere, at the library, at school, anywhere. So Dropbox is really, really great. Over here it says download, because you can download it in your computer, and I actually have little icon here already for it, and you can create the folders, you can create your account, you can add folders, you can move, you can copy, you can upload file, choose file. Let's see, I'm choosing this one. You go to open and see, it's done just like that, and you have that in your folder, or you can create a new folder. So it's very easy, and you can share it with anybody that you will want. The next tool is called Poll Everywhere. That is also a very popular one because it just like remind at a difference that with this one it allows the students for to participate directly, but they can use their cell phone, they can use their iPads. It's a really a good way to wake the audience and allow them to use their devices in class, which can be pretty hard nowadays. So over here you have I created a question and I say how many types of reproductions are there, and I can go ahead and text directly from my phone message, and I go here to maybe, and it goes right away. Basically I just texted it from my text message, and you can see here you have to create an account, but it's free, of course, unless it's something a little bit much more you need to upgrade or business. You can add participants, you can create polls, you can even import polls. It's really good. It's a great app to have and to use, and allow students to really to stay engaged in the discussion and in class. The next one will be Prezi. Prezi is basically like PowerPoint, but I think that Prezi is much more interactive somehow. Um, like over here, I can create. I started this one. Mm, Actually, let me show you one that is already started. We will probably have to come back to the Prezi because it's taking a long time to load. So let's continue, and we'll come back to the Prezi. The next tool will be the Duolingo for School. I personally already use Duolingo to learn. I'm trying to learn some Spanish. Oh yeah, Prezi is almost there. Oh yes, let's go ahead and work with Prezi. And Vocaro is also another great tool that allow you to record your voice, just your voice, and add that link to your presentation. So this is basically how Prezi works. You can do things like that and write your notes and add videos and file, and it's pretty fun to work with. So if we go with our next one, it's not. The next one should be Storyline. It should be Duolingo for schools. So Duolingo for school is good for especially English as a second language learners, or just learning a new language, especially for teachers that teach a foreign language. So you will come and create your classroom, and I already created one, and you will add assignments, class activities, which is really fun. You can pick a skills, let's say food. You get to start practice, and everybody will practice at the same time. um, See, select translation of the tomato.
La tomate.
Let me put the volume again so we can hear, because it does speak too. So let's try the next one. Select translation of the meat.
La viande.
You see, it really tells the student what it is, how
Nous
to
mangeons un
pronounce it.
sandwich.
And you can type too, translate this test. We eat a sandwich. The sandwich is
Sandwich.
they just highlighted. It's a masculine word, and it's a word that is shared in both French and English. So Duolingo for schools is really awesome. And students can take a placement test too. Like if they are at a higher level, they can skip the basic one and start go to the advanced one. So it's really fun, and to practice and to learn to use basically. So the next one, I think I skipped some. That's why I was confused. Anyway, Storyline Online, it is a website in which people, including celebrities, read stories that are imaginatively displayed, and that's also another one that teachers can use, because they are really small stories. Teachers can use just to make sure that students are engaged. They can read about a story, and um, and then discuss around it. For example, this one.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the South parts of town. Why would a wealthy young woman do this when she could have lived anywhere? Jane was just 6 years old when she went on a trip with her father and noticed that not everyone lived like her family did.
So that's really fun, and this is by a non-profit organization, so it's even much more important to use, and so good for the students and really easy to use. The next tool is Wordnik. Wordnik is really great because it's an online dictionary that you can look up words. It has definitions, it has examples where you can find that words that has been used in the manual of military training. For example, keep an eye on Roberts will replace J. Payton in center, is a San Diego County native whose speed is perfectly suited for the wide gaps at Petco Park. So you see, you have all of those. You have the etymology. It tells you where the word is from. It have the synonym. It has so many things. There's a etymology. There's the synonyms. There are antonyms, equivalent, even hypernyms, even rhymes. So people that you know write poetries and songs. And at the end, for people that are much more visually inclined, it has all of those, but in a different colors to find them really easily. So this is really great, that you can have a word of the day, which is for today is eminent. I didn't even know about that word, which means it's a practitioner of eminent. It's someone who interprets a text. Wow. So it's amazing. It's a great online dictionary. So that's where we were as for Wernick. And we talk about Duolingo already. And finally, I'm going to end my presentation by saying that tools are really great for students, but students should not forget that their brains is the most important and most effective tool of all. So there is this quote from I think it's Paulette Williams in ageropia.org, which says use technology to enhance your content, not the other way around. I hope you enjoy my presentation and have a nice evening. These are my references. Thank you and good night.